Philly Joe and Kirby podcast.
This is the Philly Joe and Kirby podcast.
It looks like we missed something on Friday. Looks like something big happened here at the station with BDK.
I had fear of missing out. And it happened.
Shall we just play the call?
It was a great call.
Yes, I don't want to act down about it. Obviously, it's amazing. Somebody won $10K, but we're selfishly, we like it to happen on our show, but good. What was the winner? Owen. Good for Owen. Good for Owen. Here we go. In case you missed it on Friday.
Hello?
Hey, is this Owen?
Yeah, this is Owen.
Owen, it's Adam Kane from 92.1 City. How you doing tonight?
Oh, I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm doing great. It's almost the weekend, but Owen, before I can get out of here, I got to play one more round of Who the Hell Is That, and I'm going to play it with you. How does that sound?
That sounds awesome. I'm ready.
Okay, Owen, $10,000 is up for grabs. I need you to name all three celebrities in the correct order. Are you ready for the clip?
I think so, yeah. Let's do it.
Here it comes.
Winnipeg.
Rock station.
Owen, who is the first voice?
It's Chris Walby.
Chris Walby. Who's the second voice?
I'm going to go with Kathy Bates.
Kathy Bates. All right.
Yeah.
And Owen, who is the third voice?
Matthew McConaughey.
Matthew McConaughey. Okay, so Owen, you've been following along for a while now, maybe since the beginning, probably, right?
Good amount of time, yeah.
Good amount of time. So you know that Chris Walby is voice number 1, and you know that Matthew McConaughey is voice number 3. So that's the easy part. That's out of the way. What we really need to know is Kathy Bates the second celebrity voice? Owen?
Yeah.
It's Kathy Bates. You just won $10,000.
I won 10 grand. I won. No, wait, you're kidding, right?
I'm not kidding you. Kathy Bates is the second
Oh my
voice. You are
God.
$10,000 richer.
I got it. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, no way. That is amazing.
Sounds like you got a whole cheering
Oh, no
section
way.
behind you there, Owen.
Yeah. Oh, my God. I got the whole family with me. That's amazing. Thank you very much. Let's go.
You are very, very
yeah.
welcome. Yes, Kathy Bates. She fits the clue. She's American. She is a cancer survivor, and she just helped you win $10,000.
That is amazing. Thank you very much. I don't even know what to say right now. This is honestly the first time I've called into the radio station, so that's pretty good odds, I'd say.
Well, that's great. Beginner's luck. What do you got? You got any plans for that money? I mean, I know this is really sudden and you weren't expecting it, but what's something that you'd spend some of that cash on?
I don't know. I got some bills to pay, but I got the whole weekend to think about it, I guess. So I don't know.
All
I don't
right.
know what to think right now.
Whoa. Oh, and the good news is
I can't imagine going into the weekend with 10 grand.
you didn't have to decide over the weekend what you were going to spend it on, Owen. You got some time.
Amazing.
But wow.
Fantastic. Excuse me, I've lost my voice somehow, and it was probably cheering from Owen on Friday. But we're going to play it all over again. We start a new game at 6:30 this morning.
That's the
New
great
clues, 3 new celebrity voices, and we'll see how far we can build the jackpot.
Yep. So that's the most exciting part is that, boom, we get right back at it, as Joe mentioned, coming up here in about 20 minutes, 3 brand new voices.
Philly Joe Kirby.
Philly Joe and Kirby.
Podcast.
The Philly Joe and Kirby podcast.
EJK, good morning. So, I wasn't going to call, but keeping on the topic of these brights, this morning, for some reason, I'm having bright scores with everybody that passes. Now, I got an old Dodge Caravan. It does not have bright lights.
Wow.
They weren't invented when this van was made. 3 vehicles so far. They flashed me their brights. I flashed mine quick back. They hold their brights on. I flashed mine quick back. They turn theirs off and turn them back on again. One of them being a semi. Like, come on, people. Figure it out. I don't drive with my brights on at the darkest of times.
Okay, so brights. He doesn't have brights on his van?
No, he
it's
doesn't
old?
have
that new LED
the new
lights.
LED version.
Sorry, thank you. I was confused
Gotcha.
there. So no LED lights. So there's no way he could have those new lights, but people still think his brights are on.
Right.
Weird. Okay, that's tough. And you don't even and you're still getting the brights flashed at you, man.
You're
Wow.
like, it's not me.
It was not a feature with the Dodge Caravan, he said, when he first bought it. Who would have known?
Oh, man. Okay, loud guy stuck at a train last week.
Hey, it's the loud guy. I'm sitting here on the perimeter by Dugald. You might guess that I'm waiting for the train to cross the road. But right now it's stopped dead, and it's extremely long train. What fascinates me is the perimeter. This part of the perimeter is like the last part of the perimeter they built. Why would you not put an overpass or an underpass where the train tracks are? The traffic here right now is backing up all the way to Gun Road. The train isn't moving. This is ridiculous. This is not efficiency. That's what I call it. The lack of efficiency. The perimeter is supposed to get you around the city quick as you can without traffic lights, without train crossings, but no.
Yeah, the perimeter.
Efficiency.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, his end should always be, I hope you hear me, loud and clear. The loud guy.
Giving him an out.
Joe, I like it.
Well, he calls in quite
Yeah.
a bit, and he has some fun with us on the bone phone.
That train on the perimeter at Dugald is very frustrating, and because it holds up a lot of traffic.
That is interesting, too,
Yeah.
if it was the last piece. And they didn't build an overpass. Obviously, dollars come into play. That'll be the answer why, but crazy.
Okay, we go from loud guy to angry sturgeon guy. Both angry.
Yeah, angry sturgeon guy with another pro driving tip. If you turn your signal on before you slam on your brakes, you have a 90% less chance of having a giant vehicle slam into you because they're doing the speed limit and you're suddenly stopping for no reason. Use your turn signals. Oh my God!
Oh,
He should have his own driving school. The way he explains how to drive would be easy to pick up.
but he'd be a tough instructor. It feels.
Oh, you're
like.
tough.
Yeah,
But you got to be
would
tough.
Terrified.
Yeah, gotta be
We're
tough.
letting too many people. We're giving away too many licenses.
There's a fine line, okay?
We're giving away too many licenses at Liberty right now.
Very true.
You got to be tough.
Well, when it comes to people who signal, though, in front of you, it's like I had the person who signals too soon. It's like there's multiple places they could have turned off.
that's a good one.
Dear
Yeah.
Lord, where are you going? And they're slowing down, and you're just waiting, and you
At
can't
least
get
you
in the
know.
other lane.
But at least you know they're about to turn.
I understand you can't
Better than
complain because they're
nothing.
yeah, exactly.
Okay, Dennis the Menace in a Costco parking lot. Uh-oh.
Good morning, PJK. This is a simple concept, except it seems like it needs to be repeated. So, people, if you're going to Costco to go shopping, there are two doors, entrance and exit. The exit is for people that are leaving, not for you to stop people with a full cartload so you can weasel your way in and then just go right to the entrance anyway and get your cart. That's not how it's supposed to work. Entrance, you go in. Exit, you leave. Pretty simple concept. Give your head a shake.
Costco's the jungle, man. Good
You do
luck.
it every day when you eat food. Entrance, exit. Costco, same
I
rule.
like that, yeah. All right, this is T. Kona angry about a bank machine situation. And apparently, is there no more envelopes at bank machines, or is it just the one he was at? I don't know.
Hey, good day. It's Kona. You know what really pisses me off is those goddamn ATM machines that don't have envelopes, and it's got to read every piece of paper that goes in that you want to deposit, and it never reads it right. It's always wrong. Can't read it. Spit the money out. You got to try it 4 or 5 times before the computer can read anything. Pisses me off. Bring back the envelope, for Christ's sake.
Yeah, I haven't deposited cash in an envelope in a long time, so.
No, I just withdraw usually.
Yeah.
Or I go in.
That's
go
what I
in.
was
We
going to
know.
say. Joe usually uses the actual line. But the last time I was at an ATM, the biggest change I noticed, and I didn't notice any envelopes, but for TD, they've changed their bank card insertion to now you put it in sideways. Or like not sideways, like this way. Wide way, yes.
Width-wise.
Instead of the instead of the
Really?
length. Yeah.
Ah, that's trippy.
It is.
I've not come across anything like that. All right, let's wrap with Dr. Hockey. And this, I will call this, look, this was before last night's game. So this is a weekend wrap, kind of.
Hey, what up, Dr. Hockey here? Anyways, so the Jets are playing against Jersey Devils tonight. By the time you get this, it'll be Monday, of course, Monday morning. They will beat Jersey. And they beat Washington, I think. Yeah, I said they beat Washington. But Washington's a great team. Like, that game wasn't easy, but they won that. They lost against Vancouver. I didn't really announce that because I knew they'd lose. For some reason, I knew the Jets would lose against Vancouver. Yeah, so they lost that. But so they'll be 1 point ahead of the first place once they win this. But
3 now. Yeah.
Jets are going somewhere. Cup final is not really far away.
Oh.
But I won't say nothing right now.
Just around the corner.
I know who's going to win, but I just rather keep it to
save it.
myself for now.
He's holding on to that nugget.
He's got to.
Yeah.
He's got to. You can't give it all away on one bone phone call. You still got the playoff. Listen, there's still 3 home games and this road trip. The Jets are going somewhere. Los Angeles, Las Vegas, and then they come back for a little bit. I love it. Dr. Hockey, you're going to get, hey, he's good till June. It sounds like it, doesn't it?
The Philly Joe and Kirby podcast.
Will not break. Yeah. Boston Pizza text line. Jason says banger at 6:45. Double devil horns. You got that straight, Jason.
Double.
It's a little hard.
I will not break. Disturbed.
Just kidding.
Their latest.
It's a great song, but it's definitely one of those songs that get you like up and like going, you know? Like it's like, let's rage.
Listen, you need the pick-me-up. Joe got the text message this morning. Look, running a little late. Mm-hmm. Is everything okay? Joe's worried.
Everything is.
I always worry about Kirby.
I know, and that's why, JoJo, you're the best. But here's the deal. I was in the drive-thru trying to get my tea, and things are moving slow this morning with the people in front of me.
It happens.
Yeah.
Were they getting lunch for the office?
I should have got you to give me a tea if I knew that. Sorry.
Listen to Joe. Joe's not sick, by the way.
I don't know what happened. Yeah.
Yeah, a
just
chill weekend
last night.
as far as you're concerned.
Yeah.
Well, did you go hard this weekend? Because
No.
technically this weekend would have been your birthday weekend.
I did not. I had a good Friday night. I had a good Saturday night. Just laid low, watched a Jets game yesterday, and
You weren't hanging off a
took it easy.
chandelier with your shirt off somewhere?
Not this year. It's only 59. Wait till next year.
Yellow. It's
Oh
a
my
yellow
gosh.
fest.
Next year we got to go hard because that's your 60th, man.
My wife, we were driving. I was going to a buddy's 50th birthday party on Saturday night, and she goes, "What do you want to do for your 60th next year?" I said, "Next year." I said, "I can't even get through this weekend." So she's already
oh my
looking
gosh.
ahead.
Christy, call me. Let's plan it.
That's it.
Don't
Yeah,
do that.
Curbs is
Joe.
good with event planning.
Joe,
Oh my
really?
God.
Did you just sign up for this?
I know.
Did
know.
you
I
just sign up for this?
Phil, it's going to be a rage.
There's only...
Hey, it did happen once. It did happen once, and Phil was a part of this, Kirby, that an old boss of ours ended up suggesting that we do this birthday dinner for myself, right?
Yeah.
So Christy organizes this thing.
She gets a hold of Christy to organize it.
Yes.
Is that the way that went?
Yes.
Yeah.
So then it ends up about 15 people, and some radio people drop in on their way out to another thing, and at the end of it all, I get stuck with the bill for my own birthday dinner that an old boss tried to organize with Christy.
Oh my
So it's
gosh.
like, Christy goes, what do you want to do? I said, well, you invited all these people. I guess we're paying for dinner, are we?
This is the Philly Joe and Kirby podcast.
Whole lot of Rosie, baby. Let's go. Monday morning. Philly, Joe, and Kirby, 92.1 City. It is 7:10. Hello there.
Are you any good? Angus Young, 70 years of age today.
I knew it. I never forget a birthday, ever.
I know. You've been really good with them lately, especially on Facebook. I didn't know you and Angus were Facebook friends, but 70, that's a big one.
Like, legitimately,
Yeah.
Joe, you're okay with me because your shtick is not your shtick, but you wish every person that you know a happy birthday. You never miss it. And I always see it on Facebook, and I copied you. Full disclosure. I'm going to start going through the birthdays on Facebook and making sure I don't miss this. So a lot of times, Kirby will get a good laugh on any given morning. You'll see Joe wishing the person a happy birthday on their Facebook page.
And then there's Phil Aubrey
right underneath
right behind.
There's me.
That's good. Birthdays are important. Kirby is laid out a couple of statements now on birthdays, not just a birthday acknowledgement.
Just for you two.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But I think birthdays are important.
Yeah, no, absolutely. You had one last week. People are going to think, due to the sound of your voice, that you partied hard on the weekend.
That's all
for
I
your
do,
birthday.
Phil. Just party.
Anybody who knows you is wondering, like, well, how hard did Joe go on the weekend?
I showed you what I spend in Uber in a month from just partying.
Joe takes Uber home from work half the time because he has a couple of drinks.
I just bring vodka with me here now.
we don't say anything about it. We just
you can't smell vodka. I legitimately had a guy I worked with that used to tell me that all the time. And wow, great idea. They saw nothing wrong with it.
You know that when you mention that, because it just reminds me, and this seems like, and we all do this, it seems like so long ago that I used to live like this.
Like an episode of Mad Men, like leaving, drinking at work and smoking.
Just leaving my car at work like 3 days a week because we went out drinking after work. Like, that's so far gone for me now to even imagine just coming into work like 2 or 3 days a week and my car's still sitting there from the day before because of booze hounding after the show.
How many times would you have put in a shift, Kirby, and then just gone out and then just found your way back to the radio station? It's happened.
Slept on the couch at work.
Oh,
yeah,
sure.
Like early in the career.
You grew up fast, kid. You grew up fast.
You know, I phased out of that real fast.
That was the best feeling in the world, though, and people have done it in any workplace. But yeah, you hit the couch at work and then wake up and do your thing again with going with that pasty mouth and having a cup of coffee and can't wait to get home at the end of the day.
If you came into work and your co-host or someone you worked with was snoozing on the couch, you knew, oh boy, someone had a rough night. Or a great night.
You could just smell the booze reeking in the small room with the air. It's
Are they in the same clothes as the night before?
Yeah, of course.
Well, we didn't pack bags, Kirby, for the stay over at work.
Anyway, Joe's fine. It's just one of those weird things because
I think I've just done some damage to my vocal cords. That's all.
Tea and honey.
That's it.
You? I didn't even know you will drink tea.
I'll have tea up.
Right.
Do you need a hug?
I don't think
I did, Kirby. That's very nice of you, but you offered me one on Friday too. Something's going on.
There's nothing going on.
This is the Philly Joe and Kirby podcast.
Be a good person.
Rate or review this show wherever you subscribe and get PJK into more ears.
92.1 City, Winnipeg's rock station.
Spring break.
Red Hot Chili Peppers, 722. Yeah, spring break it is.
And Grunge Week around here as well, musically. So you're going to hear from a lot of great artists like that. But spring break has officially started. I know a few people that managed to skip out of town on Friday. Got their kids out of school and hit the Friday thing. But it's interesting to see what's happening with flights. Like this weekend, there's a lot of people talking about, different airlines like WestJet canceling some flights out east, like no more direct flight to Montreal, let's say, we're coming up, and that kind of stuff.
Palm Springs as well. They're ending that as,
So there's a lot of buzz around on that kind of thing, too. But would a lot of your people in your worlds have taken this week and gone somewhere?
There's a lot of people I know who have who I feel like traveled, got out of Winnipeg, and a lot of Canadian travel because you're hearing that travel to the States is down 70% compared to this time last year for all the given reasons, right? That I don't need mentioning, but a lot of people moving around though. Spring break.
I was looking at how the zoo has a new lemur exhibit.
Well, perfect timing for that if you are in town.
Yeah, lots of people will probably be going to check out the zoo this week.
I know my kids wouldn't say, can we go see the lemurs? But, for someone like you,
I love lemurs.
You're very excited about this.
Yeah, they're very cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I go there for some mini donuts, a lemonade, and the polar bears, and the badger, I'm going for the apex predators.
Yeah, temperature's not bad for you to be hanging out there waiting on the mini donuts. I don't think they'll start up till May long or something. I'm not sure.
No. If it's the zoo, I'm waiting till it's 36 degrees.
Wait for that way the polar bears are laid out.
That's right.
Complaining about the heat, just like you are walking through. I'm with you.
I say it
all the
every
time.
year too. I'm gonna go when it's nicer because everybody tells you go when the weather is like mild.
Yeah.
Not hot.
Because
It's
you're
way
stuck
better.
outside all day and then you wait until
Never
it's
do.
so hot that
Yeah.
you're like sweating to death.
You pay all this money. You walk. Sorry, Joe.
No.
You pay all this money. I walk for like 10 minutes at the zoo, and I'm like, "Can we get out of here?"
That's it. Yes, you pay your fee to go in for the day, and you're wondering why you haven't bought the year-long pass, and then you realize because you're only going to make it once through, and you're going to bitch about the heat, and
Once
then
through, halfway through.
you got to rehydrate for a bottle of water, and you go, I don't even have time for the fun kangaroos on the way out. I just want to get to my car.
Drenched in
But
sweat.
honestly, I do it twice a year. I'll get to the zoo. The lemurs would be fun to see because usually they're just jumping around. They jump so high.
Oh, yeah.
Like these things can fly.
They're pretty cool little guys from the Madagascar.
Yeah.
And then I get into a staring contest with a peacock who walks right up to me. I'm not a big fan of
Gonna
that.
grab your hot dog.
Not a huge fan of those things walking up to you.
No.
You know, why are you intimidated by them? They're beautiful.
They freak me out a little bit. I'm not saying they're not beautiful, but they walk like, what do you want? Do you want the hot dog? Like,
Yeah.
get out of here.
They,
I'm sitting on a picnic table. Go away.
They walk like they own the place.
I
They
think-
do. They're the only animals that are free to walk around. And then until you see a ground chuck or something in the ground and go, well, they're free to roam, but they're just invading the area. Peacocks were put there to run around.
And they look at the cages at the other animals and they're judging them. Like,
Yes.
hey, we're outside the cages. Huh?
There's a bit of a hierarchy.
That was a turkey sound, wasn't it?
The Philly Joe and Kirby podcast.
30% of men that took the survey have said doing this has made them cry. What is it? It's not WrestleMania. Or watching
I
back
honestly
at WrestleMania
wouldn't
1.
have guessed that.
But that was a big memory for me as a wrestling
what?
fan because it was such a spectacle.
Yeah. I went
With
back
Mr.
and watched
T
it.
and Hulk Hogan. Yeah, they have it up on Netflix now. I just watched it again.
Just the production
Hey.
difference back then is so hilarious to watch.
Kirby, just because SD Special Delivery Jones didn't last longer than 8 seconds with King Kong Bundy for a 5-pin, it would have brought a tear to your eye, too. He was
What a
expecting
match.
big.
Bundy was so dominant back then. King Kong Bundy. Curbs, you should watch it.
Yeah, it's on Netflix.
I'll get right on it.
Nice bonus to your Netflix account.
780 City, 780 2484. Good morning. Go ahead with your guess.
I don't know, man. Change the Pampers.
Sorry?
Change the Pampers?
Oh, the diapers.
Diapers.
30% of men have said doing this has made them cry. No, nothing to do with diapers.
Depends what kind of explosion came out of there.
Oof.
Yeah.
That'll bring tears to your eyes, yeah, for sure.
Not fun. Hello there.
Seeing their sports team win a championship.
Well, I'll give you number 4. Watch their favorite team lose.
Ooh.
Actually, not win the championship, but that's as far as sports teams go on the top 5. Okay, I'll give you a bit of a clue there.
Okay. 780 City. Hello there.
Hi. How about waxing?
Waxing. No.
Yeah, that's cry and pain.
That'll do it,
phase.
yeah.
Oh yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
For Christy Stefano tickets at Club Region Event Center. Good morning.
Yeah, well, I'm sure it's more than this number, but I'm saying it's getting married.
Getting married? No, not married.
I imagine
30%
some
of
do.
men have said doing this has made them cry. Did you cry at your wedding?
No.
No, either did I. I was too nervous.
No, I
Going
was
through the vows.
Things happen fast, man.
Yeah.
That day is
think
just
it's so funny though that the list has crying because their sports team lost, but not their wedding.
Yeah. Yeah, true.
Wow.
Did you cry at your wedding?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Did you cry when your favorite sports team lost?
No, but this is about men, isn't it?
Good morning.
Hey, good morning. Is it sacking yourself?
Oh.
That'll make your eyes water for sure. No.
Floor hockey,
No?
street hockey,
Oh, yeah.
like, oh my God. Very common injury. 780 City, 780 2484. Good morning.
Good morning. How about having a baby?
Nope. No, nothing that emotional.
God forbid. We are talking about men here.
So it's less emotional.
Well, but this is only 30%, Curbs.
Right, but
Having a baby was probably a higher number.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
So we've only got one on the list so far.
Yeah. Favorite sports team losing. Because winning a championship, that number's probably higher too, like that gentleman.
It's a smaller amount here, 30%. Good morning.
Good morning. Can I get a lifeline?
Philly or Kirby?
Philly, please.
Driving around, hearing a song that reminds them of an old girlfriend or an old flame.
Bonnie Tyler's Every Time I See Your Picture, I cry.
Yeah, you're both. You got to pull over. You're crying so hard.
Wow, Phil.
That was
not it?
No, not Lu. I gave you Luba's song too, right?
Okay, thank you.
Luba's another good one.
Every time Bonnie Tyler was.
Every time I see your
Heartache
picture,
or
I
something.
cry or something.
Yeah, that was Luba. And then there's Bonnie Tyler. Let's bring out the sad songs.
Maybe after 8, we'll have to get into this.
Oh, yeah.
Good morning, City.
Yeah, how about a sentimental or sad movie?
That's number 2, my friend.
Oh.
Yeah, you're on the right track there. Watching a sad movie, guys don't like to cry. They kind of, turn around a little over. Like if you watched even one of a movie like Rudy or something, right? A sports type of.
We Are Marshall
movie.
gets me
Yeah,
every
We Are
time.
Marshall.
Oh,
Notebook.
man.
Notebook
Yeah.
would get to you too.
Yeah.
That was.
You're saying movie is on the right?
No. That was just number 2.
Okay.
Off of the song comment.
780 City. Good morning.
Morning. Poor boy number 4 here.
Yeah.
Poor boy number 4. I like that we have the numbers going now, so we can identify.
Yeah, I got kind of a funny answer.
Okay.
Okay.
Cutting an onion.
That's number 5. That's not so funny.
Oh my God.
It made the list.
Come on, let's go.
Number 4 made number 5.
I'm a disaster cutting onions. Like,
cry
apparently
all
there's
the
these
time?
goggles you can get too.
Oh, okay.
I just use the ones I wear for swimming.
Honestly, I think they're like that.
That's the best. I use them for that too. I bring my welder's mask out just in case.
Joe must be
an
cooking.
eclipse.
Got the.
That's about how often I cook. Every eclipse.
Joe's got his welding helmet on.
That's
He must
it.
be cutting onions.
Good.
Good morning.
A pet dying.
Oh
No, that number is way higher
Way
than
higher,
30%, my friend. I'm sorry. Yeah. This is something that you might be wrapping up this time of year, actually. There's your clue. Something that could be wrapping up this time of year. Believe it or not, 30% of men said it's made them cry.
Hello there.
Yo.
Yo.
How about getting your bird caught in your zipper?
Oh, your bird. I love that.
In the nest. The nest gets caught.
No.
No, it's not that. No.
Didn't even want to think of that this morning.
What was that? The Franks and the Beans in Some
Yikes.
About Mary. That was a whole scene.
Ouch. Hi, City.
Yes. I think the hinge might have got it. I'm going to say the end of fishing season.
No, not end of fishing season. No.
Well, that
ice
is
fishing.
wrapping up, and we were
Today,
talking
yeah.
about that. So
Yeah.
that's valid. That's
Ice
so
fishing
valid.
season.
No, this is a lot more paperwork.
I think I got it.
30% of men have said doing this has actually made them cry.
780 City. Good morning.
Is it doing your taxes?
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, 30% of guys have said doing their taxes has made them cry. And
If
there's
you
probably
think
no
you're
doubt
getting a
about that.
return, like
Oh.
if you're convinced you're getting a return and all of a sudden you got to pay a couple grand.
Yeah.
Oh, not
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
not fun.
Who's this?
Jeremy.
Jeremy, well
Way to
done.
go, Jeremy.
Nice.
Chris DiStefano.
Thanks, guys.
Going to be a good show at Club Region Event Center.
This is the Philly Joe and Kirby podcast.
Kirby mentioned provincial parks are going to be offered up for free. Mm-hmm. Right? Free
Very
admission
exciting.
to provincial parks during spring break. Lincoln Park's always been free right here. 92.1 City.
That's a nice tie-in. Tie-in, Joe, baby.
How about it?
You're on fire today, buddy.
So, Joe, you brought something up, and I like the idea. Every time you make a statement of any form, you finish it with,
How about it?
does it
It
work?
brings it home.
So, for example,
Okay.
wait a minute. Let's start over.
Yeah.
92.1 City, Winnipeg's Rock Station. That was Lincoln Park. It's 8:11. Now, you would normally give the weather here, so do that.
I would.
A
I'd
quick
say
weather.
minus 15, west-northwest wind at 15, and the wind chill feels like minus 22. How about it? Kirby offered me.
Okay, I am not saying that.
You-
No,
can
you
do it.
don't
No,
have
no,
no,
this is my own saying.
Where did you
How did this become about you?
No, I thought you wanted me to get in on saying that after everything
So?
I say
No,
as
yeah.
well. I thought
Yeah.
you were trying to start a trend.
No.
that's Joe.
Oh.
Like earlier this morning, you said, hey, how about I give you a hug? Well, what would my response be? How about it?
I love
works.
it. I love it, Joe.
You could probably use it for a lot of different things.
So you usually see our wonderful cleaning lady,
Barb.
Barb. And sorry, Barb, your name slipped for a second there, but she's awesome. And you say hi to her almost every morning.
When I see her, yeah.
Good morning, Joe.
Hi, Barb. How about it?
Yeah, this is awesome. I love this. It's a conversation. It gets you out of conversations. It gets you into conversations.
I think so. And it wraps up a conversation, right? Hey, if you brought up the Jets, big game yesterday, right? They get a nice goal. Cole Perfetti scores a beauty of a goal. That's a highlight reel goal.
What a goal by Perfetti.
How about it? See?
Look at this on the text line. There goes Kirby again, making it about herself.
How about
I'm
it?
just
I'm
trying-
not saying that.
I'm trying to grasp what you're at, okay?
It's easy. It's an easy one. It's just one of those sayings that I think, I might have to keep in the repertoire now.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody says, hey, how about we get some burgers for lunch today? How about it?
Yeah, I think it encompasses so much. It's a great line.
It works.
I mean, it works until it doesn't. I'm trying to think of scenarios where it could be inappropriate.
Okay, so here's one. My uncle passed away.
Well, my condolences. How about it?
Yes.
Well,
that's-
even with a toad shift, it's not the
No.
greatest.
So it wouldn't work in every situation.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I have to go for a colonoscopy today, Joe.
How about it? Ooh.
You like colonoscopies.
That's true. So
There's a very, very limited amount of people that like them. But
The Philly Joe and Kirby podcast.
Hit us up wherever you get this podcast and rate and review the show.
Good fortune will come to you.
Actually, we can't promise that, but we'll cross our fingers.
Let me tell you right now. Oh, by the way, Grunge Week. That's what's in the spotlight. We got to mention that.
Yeah.
There is going to be some amazing music this week on 92.1 City.
I'll tell you what, there'll be a lot of disappointment this week, too, because you won't be able to cover it all. There's so many great, iconic tracks that don't get a lot of airplay that hopefully we can get to as many of them as possible.
That is very true. Yes, it is. Want to say end of fishing season is actually next Sunday.
That's what we're hearing, yeah.
Yeah, so not this weekend. It's next weekend.
So you still got time to get out there.
And let me tell you, the text line is covering some territory today, Joe. We got another one here.
Yeah, and this came from the Dodge Caravan on the Bone Phone. Well, thank you, Bone Phone, and 92 City listeners. I will definitely be having the headlights on the Caravan looked at and adjusted. If you missed the call, this gentleman was getting a lot of people beaking him with the headlights.
As if he had the
high
LEDs
beams on that he had, yeah. So that's good.
Yep. Mission accomplished on the Bone Phone and text line this morning.
That's what it's here for.
Then we got Big N, because I floated the idea of possibly, if the zombie apocalypse happens, the Bone Phone regulars, there's a lot of them that would fit in with a good, strong posse that could survive for a while. And Big N says, hey, if you're starting a posse, you need a good old country boy. I want in, says Big N.
Well, yeah, you need somebody that...
Seems like he would be good at survival stuff, Big N.
Yeah. Well,
Hooligan's got to be in there.
We've got about a 4-hour differential, I think, from where Big N lives, though, so we're covering a lot of ground. If we've got you in Canterbury Park and Transcona,
that's true.
You know what? We might need a few more red pins for the map that we're going to lay out here. That's a big stretch. Kirby, you've got a little bit of St. Boniface. I'm a little concerned. We might need a little help for you in St. Boniface.
Well, no, I don't. I'm not going to be any help. I just need to be protected.
Okay, so that means we have an opening in St. Boniface. Listen, I'm too busy in Charleswood to be a part of an apocalypse, okay? Zombie or not.
Joe's too busy.
I'm too busy for that.
I got lunch. Sorry,
I got no
know the
time for
world's
that.
ending,
Is
but,
it going to affect my lunch?
Joe, the world's ending. I'm too busy. I got things to do today.
Too busy for that.
I'm going to drop off my dry cleaning.
Philly Joe Kirby.
Philly Joe and Kirby
Podcast.
The Philly Joe and Kirby podcast.
Joe, give us that line again that you want to become your thing.
How about it? Sort of an end statement to something.
And you want to say it as discussed on the previous show You heard us talking about this on the program, but we didn't really, expand into great detail about, whether you're going to do this all the time or not.
Can't do it all the time. It'll never work all the time, but I would think for any positive moment, I think you could fit it in. Like, test it out. So positives.
Would you compare it to like something?
No,
like
that's
that?
too good. That's a whole different category.
How about it could be that for
That's
you?
a catchphrase.
It's more of
that's Phil's catchphrase.
Yeah, but he's not going to do that after everything somebody says positive.
Oh, well, I mean, on a Friday maybe. If you
on a Friday, but I'm not doing this Friday. I'm talking about making it part of my vernacular.
What if people start calling a bone phone and then leaving a message and finishing it with?
How about it?
I like it, Kirby. Now the only thing left is Kirby. We need one for you. Like, you've got plenty of catchphrases.
That's true.
That mean a lot to you. Live, love, laugh.
That is not my catchphrase.
Giant. Don't you have a giant thing on your wall as you leave your apartment every day? Live, love,
Living
laugh.
my best life.
Living your
That
best
is what
life.
it says.
Yeah,
Yes.
like can you fit that in though after everything that's positive? I don't think so.
Well, not after, no, but that's how I answer if somebody says, "How you doing today?" I said, "Living my best life."
Yeah, you've always been. That's always.
Yeah.
I don't like living your best life as much as live, love, laugh. Like, hey, how are you doing today, Kirby? Living, loving, laughing. Like,
yeah.
That is quite a statement.
That's right, Phil. This is good. You have your thing. I have my thing now, I think. But Kirby doesn't have her thing. But live, laugh, love. Is
Live,
that the
laugh,
one?
love?
Live. What is it? Love, live, laugh.
See,
love,
no,
live, love, laugh.
It's confusing for Joe. It needs to be more.
Well, it's not my thing. It's your thing. It doesn't have to be anything for
Are
me.
you okay with it being living your best life? Like, that's your thing.
If I said to you, hey, how about those Winnipeg Jets, Kirby, this homestand? And then you come back with hey.
Living my best life.
Nah, it doesn't work, I don't think.
No.
You got to come up.
I'll work on it today. I'll throw out a few things and see if they stick.
So, like my old man, if I ask him how he's doing, I'm still alive. Like, that's his thing, right? I'm still alive.
I think that becomes a thing after you turn a certain age.
And then my mom yells over, unfortunately.
Yeah. That's love.
That is love.
That's what that statement is. That's love.
Oh, you two are so romantic these days.
How long they been together? 50?
Oh, God, yes, at least.
Oh, yeah. It really does give you hope, though, doesn't it?
When you start to joke about each other dying.
Joke. Yeah, quote, joke.
Okay, that's your homework then, Curbs. Come up with a phrase.
Okay.
Because I've got yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How about it?
And
living my best life.
No, it's gotta be something.
It's gotta be different.
But because that's not yours originally. Like, you know what I mean?
Neither is how about it or.
Well, who came up with it?
Yeah.
Who's used it? Who's used how about it?
Well, people have put those words together before.
How about it? I'm just telling you, that doesn't fit for everything. It's too
I'll
universal.
work on a catchphrase.
Like, there's people that have sold that statement of yours, living your best life. You know what I mean?
It's actually on cards and stuff.
Yeah, like
I understand. I'm
It's
back
been
to the drawing
trademarked.
board. Okay,
We're
you
at the
guys?
drawing
you
board.
got all day. It's Monday.
You know what? And we'll even throw this if you if you're. She got a busy day though, Joe.
Oh no, hey.
If you're listening to PJK Extra right now, you could always call the Bone phone.
Yes.
780 Bone. You can send us a text
Would love some
762
suggestions.
555. Help Kirby out with a sort of catch slogan.
Yeah, it needs
that
to roll off the tongue.
That can be said at the end of sentences.
Yeah.
Like at the end, or if somebody says, "Hey, it's a beautiful day today." You can.
How about it?
Yeah. Like you need
I
some.
get it now.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll work on it.
Okay, good stuff. That's PJK Extra.
For more Philly, Joe, and Kirby, plug it into 92.1 City weekday mornings 6 to 10.